Hi, I'm Alan Whitford from RCEURO.com and AppTech Partnership. I've been in recruitment for over 25 years, helping high-tech firms enter the European marketplace and expand their business. Over the last 10 years, I've focused on technology that supports recruitment and HR. I love being in recruitment. Every day we're transforming people's lives. We're giving them new life experiences. What we do is really important. An effective recruitment consultant has many elements. Part of that is ability to sell. After all, recruitment is a sales function. Let's not forget that. An ability to interact with both candidates and customers, understanding the experience that both sides are going through, and actually be able to develop a relationship with both parties. That one-to-one communications is actually critically important. An effective recruitment consultant, I believe, also has to be able to take direction from their management and from their client. And also, by the way, from the candidate. After all, who are we really working for? We are working for the candidate. So an effective recruitment consultant has actually multiple elements that actually make them, I think, very successful. I'm not sure there is a best way for someone to come into the recruitment industry or one standard way. Interestingly enough, when we've done some surveys before, we found out that 9 out of 10 people in recruitment actually just got here by accident. We didn't know that we wanted to be recruiters. We ended up here because we went to an agency looking for a job, and someone in the agency said, "Hey, why don't you try out what I'm doing?" And we've sort of fallen into recruitment. Some of us entered because we thought we wanted to help people. So we said, great, we can do that. Recruitment, by definition, is actually a sales function. So people that have got good sales skills who might want to be looking at a different type of thing to sell and perhaps thinking I can make a lot more money, will look at recruitment as a career. There are recruitment to recruitment agencies, and they specialize in moving recruiters around recruitment businesses. I've always found that a bit ironic that recruitment businesses actually outsource their own recruitment to another recruiter, but hey, it's been a nice little industry. Another thing, of course, that happens in entering the recruitment industry is I may actually transform and create my own business. There are somewhere around 20,000 recruitment businesses in the UK, and I think in the last year 2,000 or 3,000 went out of business and another 2,000 or 3,000 started. So one way into the recruitment industry is start your own. I think technology has changed the recruitment industry over the last 10 years, some of it adversely, some of it positively. And I hate to use the adverse side first, but we will. Job boards transformed how the recruitment industry worked in the UK and in other parts of the world because it created a source of cheap candidates and what you might almost call recruiters going into post and pray. They could put their jobs up, go home at night, come back in the morning, an inbox full of new candidates. The downside of that was that recruiters forgot how to recruit. They forgot how to source candidates, how to engage with them, and they also forgot to look at their databases that the previous 10 years of technology and around CRM systems had built up, so that you now had recruitment companies with large databases of candidates that they never looked at. Instead, they were always going into the market and probably refinding the same people they'd already spent money on finding. That has been evolving. The use of the databases and more sophisticated search technology, more sophisticated matching technology now has recruiters more active, as it is also searching the web for candidates. So you have a new way of looking for candidates other than just in your own database. I think the future two elements that are really going to transform recruitment, though, are mobile, or mobility as the US likes to call it, but mobile technology and video technology. Mobile because it now puts control of the candidate and the control of the candidate relationship in the candidate's hand. If we think about where most people actually look for a job, they look at work. But they don't necessarily want to go onto a job board or onto a corporate career site from their office. With a mobile in their hand, they can surf the web, they can look at the candidate site, the client site, they can look for a new job, they can receive alerts with an iPhone app, for example, and they immediately now can change how they actually look for work in a more private way. And the amount of information we're going to be able to deliver with video on phones over the next couple of years is going to be phenomenal. And the other part is video, of course. The ability now to either have snippets of video in which, hey, look at me, right through to a complete full video interviewing process, I think are going to really transform how recruitment can work today. I think the recruitment industry can benefit from Innovate CV in a number of ways. From the candidate's perspective, what a cool new way for me to create my profile and be able to show the things that I am best at by embedding video, by embedding photos, by embedding documentation or examples of work I've done, and be able to do this online in a virtual environment where I can take it with me anywhere, anytime, and I can share it anywhere, anytime, and I can share different versions. For the recruitment consultant, again, really cool way of now being able to represent candidate information to my clients. I can reformat it to specific candidate and client requirements, matching them much more effectively. And for the end customer, this is really neat. Now I actually get to see some bits and pieces about my candidate. This is truly Web 2.0, which is about engagement. I can engage with my candidate. I can actually see what they sound like. I can see what they look like. And I can actually understand how that supplements what's in the written word, which of course is just a very flat way of presenting someone. Now I have literally a 3D presentation of what the candidate is like, and I can see how they're going to fit into my team.